What does he always say? Roko.
That's not what it is.
Should I start off?
No. You want to try it?
I'll try to start. No. I'm gonna start off the list, not the Roko.
No, start off like the introduction.
Yeah, you gotta do
No. I think that's all his job from now on. Yeah, that's all his job.
Roll call. Who we got today?
Kelvin.
Muiwa.
Elias.
I'm wearing the hoop. We're gonna jump into top 5 duos in the league currently. We'll go from 5 to 1. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Yeah, you sure?
So,
You got it cemented now, yeah?
Yeah, cemented. So number 5, Tatum and JB.
We're gonna go this way, by the way. Yeah. So I'm like this.
I mean, they've been to a NBA finals together. They've been to several conference finals. You know, they're very young. Tatum's what, 20? Tatum's what, 25?
Yeah, I think so.
And JB's how old?
I think he's gonna be 28, 29, something like that.
Yeah, so it's not like they're old pair. They're kind of young, and they just have a lot of growth as a two-way players. And yeah, I feel like they can win the chip together as long as they keep stacking the team up. So yeah,
See how he stacks
So-
the shit on their name.
So-
this
Yeah.
is crazy to me.
So
Why
that's
can't
my
I just ever
fifth.
give somebody a nice compliment with no shade? But say less. Sorry, please.
My one, I think I have to give a disclaimer.
Okay.
This is a duo that I'll admit they're not as established as other names in the league, but this is a duo that I heavily believe.
This guy's biased.
No,
Go.
this is a duo that I heavily believe will carry me to the promised land, and I'll keep saying that till the day they do it.
Okay.
Number 5, Zion and Bi.
You remember your letter to Zion last week, yeah?
Yeah, I know, but I still believe in him. That will always be my guy in this league.
Yeah, what? Okay. Do you feel like their games complement each other?
1000%.
Yeah.
The only thing I feel like they need to change a bit more is Zion doesn't take threes. I feel like BI, even though he loves his middies and attacking the paint, I feel like when the other superstar doesn't take threes, you need to take upon yourself to take some as well. But it's fine. It's nothing big.
I don't think Zion could be. I don't know if Zion could be efficient from 3. My 5 is LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That's the 5th best duo in the NBA. You've got one man pulling all the weight, and another man doing his job defensively. Offensively, he might.
One man pulling all the way.
Yeah,
Every single way.
not every single. Can I not finish?
Okay.
And another man.
finish, dog.
Another man defensively, showing up here and there when he can. I'm looking for consistency from AD. That's right now why they're at 5. That's why they're at 5 for me. Yeah. You alright with that?
Yeah.
Do your thing, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, my 5's been doing it in the league for years now. Established duo. Curry and Clay.
Oh my
God damn.
It pains me, but I couldn't put him in this list, you know.
It's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, unfortunately. Yeah, they've been doing it for a while now. I think they are close to winning that chip. Probably won't be this year, but
You think?
no. But yeah, you can see it will work at some point.
You're so crazy, you know. How can you say you think after you don't give them any respect? You think you know what? Do your thing, man. What's your 4?
So my 4, my 4 was Giannis and Dame. Yeah, and you're probably wondering why I picked that duo, especially because I get onto Dame. But I just feel like as a duo, as a team, I don't know if they'll click. Like when they'll figure out or not. I still feel like there's no problem with that team. But as a duo, I feel like it will definitely click. And once they click, that's gonna be near unstoppable to stop. That pick and roll, that 2-man action they will have. They should start doing more. They don't do that much. Like they don't even do that much. But if they keep doing it and they kind of form more of a chemistry, it's gonna be near unstoppable to stop. Yeah.
I feel you. No complaint. Oh, go on, Kelvin.
See, I wanted to put Giannis and Dame there, but I feel like as we speak, as this episode is being recorded, there's no way I can.
Okay, why?
I just feel like there's no way I can. It hasn't been what I expected it to be, if I'm being completely honest. I expected a lot more.
It's still
I expected
early, though.
most dominant duo in the league. And if I'm being honest,
It's not that?
It's not that right now. It's not.
Right
It's
now,
not really
right.
top 5 right now. If I'm being honest.
Really?
For that reason, they weren't in my top 5.
That's crazy.
Number 4, I went with the boys in Boston. They have proven a lot. Well,
Jeez.
they've proven a lot in this league that they can win when the team is good.
Say it. Finish it. Because you wanted to say it, but you were like, good. Say it.
They can win when the team is stacked.
You already know.
I have to.
You already know.
I have to.
Okay.
I have to because
Go on.
you
Get
know
off, man.
that's what they've shown. When the team is very, very good, they can win
So they should
consistently.
lose. So they should lose when they have a good team.
That's why they're in my top 5. No,
Continue.
yeah,
Continue.
they are very talented.
We're gonna talk about the Celtics.
I don't feel like there is a
We're going to
superstar in that
talk
duo.
about the Celtics
Tatum is in
one
it,
Day.
and I know for sure JB is in it.
Oh,
Let's
you
just go.
don't think Tatum's a superstar?
Let's
I don't
just
think
go.
he's a superstar. So
The way you're smiling is crazy. Let's continue. Are you done?
I didn't know why.
yeah, that's number 4.
Number 4 for me is Luka and Kyrie. I think offensively a juggernaut. I don't know. Their games complement each other in ways, but at some stages it's still your turn, my turn. In some instances, but I think the team built around him is also going to play a big part in terms of how far they can flourish. I think this season you've seen that we've struggled somewhat defensively, and neither of our stars defensively are somebody that you can look to anchor your team on that side or to lead your team on that side. So we kind of have to figure out our identity there. But I think you can't deny the power that they have as a duo. So that's why I put them at 4.
Okay.
My 4 is KD and Booker. I think offensively it's basically unstoppable. And defensively, KD's defense improved over the years, and I think Booker doesn't have to be the best defensive player, but in terms of in that duo, it's still solid enough to be what you need to really carry over the line probably at this point for that team. Yeah, I think they're the 4th best duo in the league right now.
Number 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because I think last week we even said we don't know if we can call that a duo because that team is just a clusterfuck right now. But I'm just gonna be narrow-headed and I'll say PG and Kawhi. Of course, I know every year one of them gets injured or they both get injured and we don't see much in the playoffs. But in the small sample that we have seen in the playoffs, I would say even against our Mavs in both those series, and just them what I've seen in the regular season when they played together. Both ends, they're flawless. They both are flawless players on both ends. Literally, you can't say, PG don't do that. Quite, they're literally flawless. And if they stay healthy, I genuinely believe they have a case to be the best duo in the league. They have a case. Do I think they will be? No, but they have a big case there. It's very hard to deal with them both ends. Yeah.
Number 3 for me was Kawhi and PG as well. For the most part, I agree with you, Paul. For a very long period of time, from I would say 2021 to 2022-ish, I was saying Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the league. And to be honest, if I ask myself, there's no other player I'd take heading into a playoff series than Kawhi Leonard.
Right now,
Yeah, I'd still,
proud of him.
yeah,
Fair enough.
I know what I'm going to get.
Fully healthy. I'm guessing, yeah. If he's fully healthy for the series, I hear you.
Yeah, for sure.
I do hear you on that.
Yeah.
My three was Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I feel like people don't really. I think it's tough. It's tough because maybe there's narrative on them of like they've just had so much talent and blossomed so young that people kind of skewed to see what they actually have as the two of them. It's not their fault that they were given a good team. I don't think you can penalize guys for that. And I think they've shown that they carry the weight. They don't shy away from the pressure. They don't run away from their responsibilities as leaders of their team. Some people question them defensively. The next year they take up the challenge and they pick it up. I'll never forget the run that they had on the way to the playoffs. They might not have won the chip, but you can't tell me that you didn't see stars out of the two of them in terms of both ends of the floor. The mindset, everything was flawless. That's my three. That's my three. I wanted to speak about the Clippers, but I've literally just lost my train of thought. Yeah, go.
My 3 was Jokic and Murray. They're a proven duo. I believe that they've won the chip together. But I believe the gap between 1A and 1B is too large to be like the best, because I feel like you can swap Murray with Gordon, but obviously Murray's more consistent with it. But Jokic pretty much what carries them as a duo.
Okay. So this is 2, right?
No,
For me, is Bron and AD. The reason why they're not number 1 is because AD's inconsistencies. But if they can be consistent and if AD can be healthy and consistent, you know, they're the best duo. But right now, I'm gonna still give them their props and give them 2 because
I think I know who we both went.
Yeah. So
I think
so right now, I'll say AD and Bron because everything they've accomplished, and I know what they can be when they're healthy and consistent. So that's what them 2. They could be number 1 if AD's there, but right now 2.
Yep, exactly the same with me. Number 2, LeBron and AD. Even though LeBron is getting into his grandpa stages, you still know what you're gonna get from him. AD is the only question mark in that duo. What AD are you gonna get? And if you get the AD that we should be getting, number 1 by far.
By far,
Agreed. By far, not even close.
I don't know about by far. My number 2 is Giannis and Dame. I think in terms of complementary, out of all the duos we've named so far, I think these guys have the most complementary skill sets in games in terms of somebody that can completely dominate from the outside and somebody who dominates the inside. And I think that's what you want out of a pair if you're building a team. Whether or not they'll figure it out, we don't know right now. But in terms of like their fit together, I feel like it should be more seamless. I don't know whether it's a coaching issue, whether it's a personnel issue. But I think they kind of just have to understand that they can both play their games at a high level. I think it's difficult because they have Chris Middleton there, who was legitimate third option or second option at certain years. So it's kind of figuring out that give and take, as well as Brook Lopez. But I think as a duo, there isn't a 2 that we've named so far that fits better than them 2.
My 2 is also LeBron and AD for reasons I've mentioned before, but also if AD could just become more like AD of the past, they would probably be my number 1 as well right now, I would say.
And number 1, I have to go with Jokic and Murray. And you said that there's a massive gap, which I do agree in the regular season, but when playoffs come, I feel like Murray just takes multiple steps forward and he just closes that gap. And I feel like right now, if there's a duo I can completely trust, that will be consistent, is Murray and Jokic. And Murray has shown me how lethal can be in the playoffs. So I have to go over Jokic and Murray because their 2-man game is beautiful, to be honest with you. So I have to go for number 1, Jokic and Murray.
100% agree. Number 1, Jokic and Murray. Proven recipe. Go with what works.
You know, this is a hat trick because I put them at number 1. I don't know. I don't know if it's because they won the chip, but I do agree with you. I think that gap is too big. I didn't even necessarily in terms of between the 2 of them consistently, but I think part of it is because of Murray's injuries. I feel like we've been hindered from being able to see what he can do during the regular season, because when he was in the bubble, it still wasn't clearly Jokic's team at that time. It was Murray leading them. I don't know, the media and whatnot. It was Murray leading them. Jokic,
like in that first series.
Yeah. And it was when him and Donovan Mitchell were going back to back 50s, and then it was it was when he got injured, and then that next year Jokic just took that leap. I need to lead this team. So I still have hope that Murray can get back to that. And I've kind of contradicted myself because I think I might be wrong about Dame and Giannis. Mainly because I think these 2 also pair with each other incredibly well. Probably better than Dame and Giannis do. Just because of the chemistry they built. And their 2-man game is incredible. Like, it's unstoppable. We watched it all last year.
It's beautiful.
It was unstoppable.
It's genuinely beautiful.
Like, either one of them with the ball in their hands, they just make the right decisions time and time again. So yeah, I think that's why they have to be number 1, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Well, my number 1 is Dame and Giannis. I think right now they're the most unstoppable duo in the league. But obviously their team around them hasn't quite come together. But as a duo, I think they're pretty much unstoppable. They could do more pick and rolls together, but that's a different story for a different day.
Yeah, I think it's time.
But yeah,
I think time will be if they can get. They're not going to get as much time as Murray and Jokic have gotten. But if they can get something,
Dame is older as well. He's like 30.
Yeah,
so.
but I think they at least have a good 3. Like, if they want to be, they have a good list of good 3 years of like, okay, let's see. I think Giannis just turned 29 or 30.
Yeah.
I think he just turned 29. So
29,
it always surprises me how young Giannis is. Really,
he looks old. Yeah.
but I think it's peak because he might not get the amount of chips that it's really only one person can win every year, you know, which is actually
It's crazy. Yeah, it's actually what to think about. It's crazy.
the
To
way
think
the league
about.
is stacked with talent. It's rough.
It's rough. It's really
Like
rough.
I don't know if we really are going to see a 2-time.
Or 3 time, like 3 time. Hell no.
Yeah.
2 times. Even
It's
that is
rough.
difficult. 3 time is. I don't. That's. I can't
Like,
see
I don't
that.
know if we really appreciate them Warriors with what
Yeah.
they were doing.
I did.
But
I did.
I wanted to briefly talk about the Kawhi and PG thing. Do you guys not see the similarity between them and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown?
Nah. Hell no.
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 No,
No.
Maybe I'm bugging.
because in my opinion, Tatum is an overrated defender.
Think, bro.
Like,
Bro.
that's
Bro. It's
I'm so sorry. I'm so
it's
sorry.
crazy. It's crazy.
I just have to be so honest with
you
Overrated.
think he's an overrated defender?
100%.
Overrated.
That's
100%.
and that's the only reason.
What?
That's the only
Why
reason.
he's overrated?
That's the only reason you don't see the similarity between the two of them.
Yeah.
And personally, I think Brown is a decent defender, but he's nowhere near Kawhi. And
Neither
PG.
of them are on their level
Yeah,
defensively.
Really?
And to be honest, offensively,
Offensively as well. Yeah, yeah.
But that's the story for another
I
day.
think other than Kawhi's mid-range game,
Nah, man.
I don't know.
Because I'm not taking Brown and Tatum offensively over PG. I'm not. I'm really not. Because
I think between Tatum and PG is it's a lot closer. Than
it
you
may be
think.
closer, but I'm still not taking him on PG. Like PG and Kawhi, that deal, they can be healthy. Like it won't be, but
Nah, they will be one day, man. They will be one day.
keep saying it and they keep making like a fool every season. So
Oh my word! I just realized something. My sticker's gone. Damn.
I'm sorry, bro. Sorry.
Did you take it off?
No. It
fell
fell
off.
off. It fell off. It
It's
fell
okay.
off. It fell off.
Um,
I noticed that today as well.
It's tragic.
sorry, that completely threw me off. But yeah, that's our current top 5 duos. We'll see if we still have the same 5 at the end of the season.
and I want to say something as well.
Yeah, go on.
Are you surprised that I didn't have Kyrie and Luka?
No.
No, because Kyrie isn't playing like it right now.
And like I said, I haven't seen them in playoffs, so I can't really judge them, but because they haven't touched playoffs together, so I can't. I was thinking of taking them over Tatum and Brown's like, nah, I can't do that because they haven't touched playoffs. Like it doesn't make sense, and the sample size is very small compared to theirs, so I just couldn't put that.
But sometimes
It's different rules for different
you
players.
have to
isn't it?
ride with your
It's
guys.
different rules for different players.
I'm trying to be real in it, so I'm not trying to be biased. So
I feel you.
Okay.
But yeah, that's our top 5 duos. I don't even think that. We'll wait and see, man. We'll wait and see if this Giannis and Dame test is going to work, whether the Clippers can be healthy. I'm holding out for them. I hope they can figure it out with James Harden and them, man. But yeah, anything else you guys want to say?
I will say one last thing: if Mavs can finally click together, Luka Kyrie will definitely be top 5. They will definitely be top 5. But as of right now,
Let's
no.
do it, bro.
Okay.
Let's do it. Mavs Nation, man. Mavs fan for life. Let's do it.
MFFL, baby.
Come on, peace.
You know it
We'll
is.
see you guys later.
Yeah.
In a bit.
In a bit.